Alright, what is good, y'all? It's the Black Steve Irwin, aka Demetrius Johnson, coming at you again with another video. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about the most decrepit facts that I could find about the most disturbing animals that I could find. It's fucking disgusting. I don't know what my idea of a disturbing animal fact could have been. It wasn't this. This was not what I expected at all. It took me aback, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was a twist. Let's get into it. One thing I should note, guys, I'm gonna try and look at these animals not through the lens of, human morality, but with the fact in mind that this is the animal kingdom and there are no ethics, there are no morals. Before you get into this video, you cannot judge them through the lens that you would judge a human being. And some humans do some of the shit I'm about to talk about. The really fucked up ones. That's you. Maybe click off this vid, buddy. Man, you think you like rough sex? Otter mating rituals are so violent that sometimes the female drowns in the process.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Just to get the female otter to mate with them, the males form what is called a raft. It's where a bunch of otters hold hands and float down the river together, waiting for female otters to pass by. So they can catcall them and abuse them. Now, what I said is true, right? The otters basically wait for a female otter to pass by, except when she inevitably rejects them, they kidnap her and constantly try and get her to mate with them. And obviously when she doesn't comply, things get a little physical. They bite, scratch, try to drown these female otters until they comply and allow them to do what they want with her. And don't get me started on MILFs, man. If a male otter finds a MILF, meaning a mother with a child, he will hold the cub hostage until the female otter is ready to have sex with him. Why are they doing evil? How do they think of these things? Like, I wouldn't even think that an otter could conjure up a demonic idea like that. Let me hold the cub hostage. Let me just see if she gives cheeks. Bro, what? A study was done by the Scientific Journal of Aquatic Mammals. It details what these furry little sea freaks get up to when it comes to other mammals. The researchers studied instances of male otters forcing themselves onto baby seals. Yeah. They would hold the seal pup underwater, forcing themselves onto them, and sometimes even mating or trying to mate with the corpse. The otters would go on to keep the corpse for weeks at a time, constantly mating with it. This isn't even an uncommon occurrence. This has been reported to have happened at least 19 times. In Monterey Bay, in California. What the fuck is going on out there? Bro, if you're watching this with a loved one, hug them. If you're watching this by yourself, hug yourself. You're gonna need it for the next part. In Vancouver, off the coast of Vancouver, on an island, there was an otter named Whiskers. Lighthouse keepers observed Whiskers luring a dog into the sea, drowning said dog, and then mating with the corpse.
What the dog doing?
No one is sure why otters do this. I don't think many people are eager to dive into the chasm that is the otter psyche. They're not even the worst ones on this list. Get ready, bud. Penguins just so happen to be God's favorite necrophiliacs. If Dahmer was still around, He would have heralded penguins as emissaries of God. And I know what you're thinking. Bro, penguins are cute as shit. Stop the nonsense. Brother, I wish I could. While exploring the South Pole, specifically Cape Adare, researchers there found that penguins had a strange mating ritual, the details of which include necrophilia, sexual coercion, and physical and sexual abuse. The studies of what we've come to know as the Adelie penguin were published by a researcher named Levick. He published them in 2 notebooks, one of which he encoded in the Greek alphabet because he was so concerned with his findings. Brother, bro, if you have to code something in Greek because of what you found was so fucking traumatizing, you probably shouldn't even share it or even dare to write it down. He was quoted saying, "There seems to be no crime too low for these penguins." Cape Adare, Epstein Island, confirmed. The researchers frequently observed male penguins engaging in homosexual acts, aka the dreaded circle jerk. Fuck no, baby! And I can't joke about the next one. They would sexually abuse baby chicks that had strayed from their mothers. Now, recent studies have tried to digest the penguin's behavior, stating the Adelie's mating period is short and they respond to inappropriate social cues, hence the depravity of their sexual behavior. For example, to a male Adelie, a female dead penguin resembles a compliant female that just has its eyes half closed, which leads to their necrophilic acts. Jesus fucking Christ. It's so hard not to look at these through the lens of human morality. It really is. It's hard to look at the mating ritual and be like, oh, that's not weird. It is weird, and it's kind of fucked up, but I guess animals, right? I don't fucking know. I'm not sure if the next animal on this list will surprise you, but it surprised me. Dolphins being the most intelligent animal on this list and still making the worst decisions possible pretty much sums up the entirety of what this video is about. And fellas, it's mostly the guys. Not gonna lie to you. Male dolphins, when they're young, will form a group of 2 or 3. It's called an alliance. This group will last for decades, right? The dogs are terrible. The dogs are actually evil, demonic beings. They will roam the ocean looking for female dolphins to hold captive, keeping them for weeks, months at a time, abusing them, constantly trying to mate with them, and resulting to obviously physical abuse when the female dolphin inevitably rejects because she's just been kidnapped. And if you're not down with the team, non-allied males will go out of their way to abuse and penetrate non-affiliated members, bruh, who come into their territory as a form of, domination. Just to, exert their dominance over their dominion. A lot of D's. I know. I'm just gonna add this tidbit in there. These motherfuckers are so horny that they will use dead fish heads as a fleshlight. The next fact surprised me a bit because of all the stories I've found about dolphins being so kind-hearted and empathetic. Male dolphins will commit something called infanticide. I've mentioned it before. Basically, they'll separate the mother from its child as a group and terminate the child for a chance at a shot with the mother. Don't know how that works. In Mutsu Bay, Japan, a group of researchers witnessed a alliance of dolphins rip a mother away from its child. They beat the baby, they mauled the baby, Then they stopped beating the living hell out of the baby to give another group a chance at beating the dog shit out of the baby, bro. All in all, 23 different dolphins got involved, hitting the baby at least 100 times. These are water demons. Bro, second guess yourself when you go. I went swimming with the dolphins when I was like 15, 16. Wouldn't even have touched them. Wouldn't even have looked at them. What is going on? That's like, imagine you see a group of 23 dudes. No, imagine you see a group of like 12 guys. It's not funny, but imagine you see a group of 12 dudes separate a mother from her toddler. They're just beating the noggin off this kid. Not noogies, uppercuts. Fight back! Fight back! Another group of guys comes by. They're like, yo, we're beating the dog shit out this kid. None of them speaking up. None of them saying, yo, maybe not right now. None of them doing that. The other group is like, actually, now they're beating the dog shit out them. Bro, it's so hard not to judge this shit through the lens of a human being. It's like, bro, what the Everyone understands how dangerous orcas can be. They've gotten the nickname killer whale, and through what I've learned, that shit does not even begin to describe them. These homicidal Oreos are the menaces of the ocean, bro. I don't even mean the sexual mating aspect of it for these guys. They're just fucking ruthless. Orcas will go out of their way to torture penguins, stingrays, seals, and they're not doing it for food. They practice something called surplus killing, which is killing for enjoyment, killing for pleasure. Killing just because they're them guys and they can just do whatever they want, right? Who's gonna fuck with an orca? No one. They do what they like. Researchers in Patagonia studied a pod of orcas snatching a seal pup away from its mother. It's not that bad. Nature's survival of the fittest. I get that. What they observed next is what haunts me. They started tossing the seal pup out of the water, abusing it, physically, mentally, circling around it, kind of messing around like they're gonna kill it, but not killing it.
Members of their family practice hunting with their captive. The orcas occasionally fling their prey into the air that comes splashing down in the water. This prey and predator game continues for a long time,
until they finally delivered the finishing blow. And researchers know that the orcas weren't looking to eat this guy. They weren't even killing them for food. Researchers found carcasses on the coast with orca bite marks on them, but they weren't eating at all. So they just killed these seal pups just cuz. Just cuz. They're like serial killers in the ocean, bro. They're literally, orcas are the serial killers of the ocean. It's fucking wild. And there's an actual serial killer animal that I'm going to talk about next. But I'm not done with orcas yet. In British Columbia, researchers found a pod of orcas cornering a sea lion and harassing the shit out of it again. They proceeded to bounce the little guy around like a sack of laundry, tossing it in the air, attempting to land on it, all while the sea lion was trying to escape. If that's not thrill-seeking behavior, pleasure-seeking behavior, I don't know what is. That seems like they got bored and were like, let's go bully the fuck out of this dude. Just because he's around. Wrong place, wrong time. The craziest thing is that the researchers saw the orcas bringing in their young. They were using the sea lion as a teaching aid, a mere tool for their youngest. Because the youngest were mimicking what they had just seen the adults do before. When everything was said and done, the orcas just left the sea lion there. Didn't even bite it. Just left him there. And dipped. Orcas are one of the only animals I've seen kill in a way that humans kill. In that same hunting, predatory way, like they're looking for trophies. Except they don't fucking stuff seal pups and leave them hung up around the ocean. Alright, man. Chimps might be the most diabolical creature on this list. Said it before, just said it, we'll say it again. Not judging through human morals. But from my own ethical standpoint, this is devoid of any sort of protection or loyalty or empathy. These niggas are insane. Male chimps might have to be put on a watch list for all eternity. On December 2nd, 2014, a group of researchers in the mountains of Tanzania were watching a group of chimps. This is where they bore witness to an act so brutal, you might as well have been watching a fucking snuff film. A pregnant chimp was about to have her baby in front of a group of 20 or so chimps. Now, usually, Mama Chimp would go somewhere else to have her baby away from the group. It's just for protection of herself. But this time, she wasn't taking any maternity leave. She had her baby in front of the entire group. Big mistake. Shouldn't have been a mistake. Anybody else would be fine with that. People would have fucking helped. Chimps are not people. Bro, she popped that coochie right out in the open, and the mans were not having it. The male chimps were not having it. They aren't sure if it's a respect thing or dominance, but as soon as she had that child, the male chimps ripped her baby away from her, beat the shit out of it, ripped it apart, and then ate it.
No. Wait.
Cannibalized, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. Reading that shit back, it's fucking intense. If I'm the mom, I'm leaving the group. At least. You have to leave the group. You have to at least kill 2 or 3 people. You have to at least kill 2 or 3 chimps. 2 or 3. The next chimp I'm going to talk about does just that, but for no reason. The dark side of chimps doesn't stop there. In 1975, primatologist Jane Goodall, she discovered a chimp named Passion. Passion was chimpanzees' first serial killer. She would terrorize, kill, and cannibalize chimps at random. Even chimps who were in her group. In one of her first killings, she beat a chimp and had her fleeing away from the scene, leaving her baby behind. Passion captured her baby, ripped it to shreds, ate it, and then fed said baby to her offspring. Passion was killing so many chimps around her that Jane Goodall had to deploy a shadow team to follow these chimps around and make sure that they didn't kill any other chimps. Just in the hopes that they could prevent an attack. I don't even think they could. Because who's stopping a chimp? If a chimp really wants you gone, unless you got that, you know what I mean? Unless you got that thing, you're not stopping a chimp, buddy. You're getting washed. That's not gonna happen for you. I'm sorry. Damn. That's like grade A nightmare fuel. It's fucking intense. Alright, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like, maybe subscribe. Maybe if you fuck with me, you fuck with the but you don't have to. But you could. I'll see y'all. Peace.